H2KInfosys provides world-class online IT training, staffing and software testing solutions to customers worldwide. H2KInfosys supports 100% job-oriented training, hands-on project work, cloud test lab, resume preparation and review, mock interviews, robust syllabus. One-time pay, lifetime access to live classes and videos. H2KInfosys has won the trust of thousands of students worldwide. For free demo class, visit h2kinfosys.com.
If I want to retrieve only those employees, who belongs to IT department. So what is the query to do that? We need to use where condition. So if I want to see the employees who belongs to IT department only, so I need to give select star from employee where department is equal to IT. Okay, so I need to use a where condition. So I repeat again, if you want to filter, if you want to retrieve only those employees where you want to see only those who belongs to IT, you remember you need to give in single quotes. Okay, you need to give the department in single quotes. So let me execute this. Okay, so I'm seeing here that only IT employees. I'm seeing employee ID Amar, Ravi, Badri and Kalyan. This belongs to IT department. Okay, so now question to all of you. So what if I want to see the employees who belongs to IT employees, and I also want to see admin employees. Can you please tell me the answer now? I want to see IT and admin, both the employees. So can you please tell me where department equal to IT, then what I need to do here? Here is a tricky part. You cannot, some of you are telling any other answers? Yeah, anyone can unmute and tell me.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
So select star from employee where department in IT, admin bracket.
Perfect.
In bracket IT, admin.
Perfect. So that is one way of doing it. I'll tell that. Any other way? Instead of using in condition? Some of you are.
We can use select star from employee where department equals IT or department equals admin.
Yeah, that is perfect. That is also perfect. So some of you are pinging me like and department equal to admin. So that is wrong. So when I put and condition, so department equal to admin, so this is not correct. So this will check for, so when you give and condition, so let me mute. Okay, so when you check for and condition, so it'll try to see the employees who belongs to both. So any employee belongs to two departments. So no employee will belong to IT and admin, both the departments. So every employee will belong to only one department. So you need to give or condition here. Okay, so let me execute this. Okay, so I think I gave spelling mistake for department. Okay, so now I need to execute this. See, now I'm saying IT department and admin department. So now you might get a question where I need to use and condition. Okay, so we need to use and condition. For example, if I want to retrieve the employees who belongs to IT department and whose salary is more than 25,000. In that case, I'll use and condition. Okay, so but here if I use and condition, it will not work. You will not see any records. So if I execute this, I'm not seeing any records. I cannot use and condition in this case. But for example, let me execute this. Now, if I want to see the employees who belongs to IT and whose salary is greater than 26,000, what I can do is and salary greater than 26,000 I can give. That's where we use an and condition. Okay, let me execute this. So we are seeing two employees who belongs to IT department and salary is greater than 26,000. Okay, so now as Aruna said, if I want to retrieve two departments, I can also use in condition. So either I can use here or what I can do here is select star from employee where department in, I need to give here IT, comma admin. So this is also one way to do this. When you do in, it will take IT or it will take admin. So both the employees who belongs to IT and admin, it will retrieve the results. Okay, so this is for IT and admin. So now I'm getting a question like for the same column we use OR condition, and for different columns we use AND condition to filter. Yeah, for the same column we don't use AND condition because you cannot have, see now, where department equal to ID and department equal to admin, you cannot do it, because for a specific employee he cannot be an IT employee and an admin employee. But if you are using OR, so an employee can belong to IT or an employee can belong to admin. So in this case you will see the employees who belongs to IT department or admin department. Or you can use the same condition here, in condition. Okay, even this will work. So I'm seeing another question now. Hi, are there any specific conditions to use in or where class, or it does matter? So no, it is your choice. You can use this one or you can use in condition. Both are same. But if you have more number of records, for example, you want to retrieve those who belongs to IT, admin, and sales, it's better to use in condition, because it is better to use in condition if you want to have more number of departments, because this will look odd. Department equal to IT or department equal to admin or department equal to sales, like that. But in condition is easier in that case. Department in, specify all the departments. Okay, so now let's go back to this PDF. Yeah, so we have pile for the first 10 records. We are going to see that in some time. So we have that below. Okay, so one more question: can we add order by to the same? Yes, we can add. So if you see here, we can add order by. So now if I want to order by salary in this, so what I can do is select star from employee where department in, and here I can add so here I can add order by, I can do salary. So now I can execute this. I need to select this and execute this. See, now I'm seeing order by salary. Okay, so even if you are using where condition, you can use order by. You can use order by salary. Okay, so now let's go to the next one. So we saw where condition. Okay, so now if someone comes and asks you, I want the list of departments. I want the list of departments. What do you say now? For example, if I am giving select star from employee, I'll see all the columns. So if someone comes and asks you, can you please tell me what are the departments you have? So what is the query for that? If I want to see only department column. So what is the query? Okay, so I'm giving select department from employee. Okay, so okay, when you are speaking, like please mute yourself. Okay, so now, yeah, I've just muted. So all of you, like when you are speaking, please, okay, now select department from employee. So if I execute this, I'll see I'll see this two times: IT, admin, management. So I don't want to see like this. So in that case, what I can do is I can use distinct. So I need to here distinct. Okay, select distinct department. So when you use distinct, you will not see the duplicate values. So here, if you tell someone that these are the departments, he will tell you, why you are giving me duplicate data? I don't want duplicate data. So the person will immediately tell you, I want to see only the departments only once. In that case, what you can do is you can do select distinct department from employee. Okay, so this is how we. Now another question to you. So now I want to print only those employees who don't have last name. I repeat the question. I want to print the list of employees who don't have last name. So what is the condition? I repeat the question. I want to print those employees who don't have last name. So select star from employee where. So what is the condition?
When last name equals null.
Where last name
equals null.
Okay, so I saw one answer. So any other answers? Okay, so let me execute this. Any other answers? So when you are done with the answer, you can mute yourself. Okay, I have just muted. So any other answers? If I execute this, do you think I'll see only those employees who have last name as null? That is Amar, Kiran, and Sachin and Badri. They don't have last name. Their last name is null. So let me execute this and see. I'm not seeing any record. So can someone correct this, please? What could be the mistake here? This is important. Yeah.
Null is it's not any value, so you cannot use equal to or greater to with null.
Perfect. So thank you, Sujata. So here, when you are checking with null condition, you should not use equal to. Only when you are checking with some value, you have to use equal to. When you are checking with null, you have to use is null. Remember, keep it in mind, the first option when you go for any SQL Server exam, the first option you will see as last name equal to null. It is not last name equal to null. It is not even double equal to. It is just you have to put is null or is not null. Okay, so keep in mind, I repeat again, you should not use equal to for null values. You should not use equal to, or you should not use not equal to for null. That is wrong. Okay, so you have to use always when you are checking for null condition, you have to use is null. Okay, so let me execute this. Now I am seeing 4 records. When I put is not null, so when I put is not null, then now if I execute this, I'm seeing those employees who have last name. Okay, and one more thing, when you are giving is null or is not null, you should not give single quotes. So you should not give like this. So some of you are telling, do you need to use like this? No, you should not give like this. You should not give like this. You have to use you have to give straight away is null and is not null. And even you should not give single quotes for null. If you give single quotes, again it will throw error. Okay, so this is how you need to do. But remember, when you are using any other thing, for example, I want to print those who belongs to department, then IT department, then I have to use select star from employee where department. Again here you should not give is IT. This is only specific to null. We will give like this. For all the other things you have to give equal to, and you have to give in single quotes, because this is a string value, so you have to give in single quotes. But if it is not a string value, for example, if you want to filter based on employee ID, you need not give single quotes. See now, select star from employee where emp ID equal to 10. In this case you don't need to give single quotes. Okay, so if I execute this, I can see that the employee belongs to IT. So you need to give single quotes only for varchar or string, text data type, like varchar, char, nchar, nvarchar. There we need to give single quotes. If it's a number like 10, 20, we don't need to give single quotes. We can directly give 10, employee ID equal to 10. Okay, so now is it clear? So is it fine to use lowercase when writing is null? Yeah. As I said already, SQL Server is not case sensitive. You can even write like this. See now, is I'm giving two NU small and LL capital. So even that will work because SQL is not case sensitive. So let me execute this. You can see still the same answer. Okay, so is it clear now? In these 3 commands, first one for null we'll use is null or is not null. Second one, when you're checking for text data type, we have to use single quotes. when you are checking for integer or numbers, you don't need to give single quotes. You can just write select star from employee. Okay. Now I'm getting question like, how about pattern matching? So we have that, we have it in the down the line. Okay, so that is about distinct. Distinct will remove the duplicates. Distinct is used to remove the duplicates. Okay, so now let's go back and see what is the use of between. Okay, yeah, we have like, and so we have that again. Okay, so Sharon, I'll be explaining how to use like and in operator. Yeah, now we are seeing here between, so let's try to understand what is the use of between. So between is used to for example, if I want to print the employees whose salary is between 20,000 and 30,000. So I need to write here select star from employee. Okay, so now let me execute this. Where you need to write where, and you need to write salary. Between you need to write here 20,000 and let me give here 32,000. Okay, so now I have a question here. So if I execute this, select star from employee where salary between 20,000 and 32,000. So there is one employee whose salary is 32,000. That is Shankar. So do you think when I execute this, I'll see this record also, 32,000 record also, or it will only take between these two values, so without including them? So will it include or it will not include this record? You can ping me like it will include or it will not include. Okay, so let's execute that. So some of you are telling it will include, some of you are telling it will not include. So let's try to execute this. So when I execute this, it is actually including 32,000 also. So when you are using between, in SQL Server, it will include both the boundary values also. Remember, in SQL Server, when you are using between, it will use both the boundary values. Even 20,000 and 32,000 also it will check when you are using between. So I'm seeing the result. So let me give 22,000 and 28,000 and see what is the difference. So I'm giving here 22,000 and I'm giving here 28,000. So now I'm just worried. I'm just want to see whether I'll get these two records or not. Okay, so let me execute this. I'm getting even 22,000 and 28,000, and between all the records I'm getting.